young girl innocently asked the Zen master, "Master, with the frequent disasters in the world today, how should we face them?" The Zen master smiled and replied, "Young one, when facing external disasters, we must first ask ourselves, is there something wrong with our inner spirit?" After pondering for a moment, the young girl said, "Master, I understand that just as the body can get sick, the spirit can also become ill. The illnesses of the spirit include greed, anger, ignorance, jealousy, and doubt, right?" The Zen master nodded and smiled. "Yes, these are the fundamental illnesses of the spirit. We carry these burdens in life, leading to an unhealthy mind. On top of that, we acquire learned deceptions, dishonesty, lies, selfishness, and delusions, which contribute to the pollution of society." Curiously, the young girl blinked and asked, "Since the root of the problem lies within our spirit, exploring self-salvation becomes an important topic. Master, can you tell me how to save ourselves?" The Zen master smiled and replied, "Before self-salvation, it is crucial to have self-awareness, to awaken oneself. When a person recognizes their illness, they seek a doctor. Only by admitting mistakes can one strive for improvement. Without self-awareness and acknowledgement of mistakes, there can be no self-salvation." The young girl nodded in understanding. "So what should we be aware of?" The Zen master continued to explain, for instance, being aware of a lack of compassion, remorse, diligence, sincerity towards others, or patience. When a person becomes aware of their shortcomings, they naturally seek improvement and self-salvation. Curiously, the young girl blinked her eyes and asked, "Master, could you provide a concrete example?" The Zen master smiled and said, "For example, if you're aware of a lack of compassion, you can switch perspectives and imagine what if I were in their shoes, understanding the other person's suffering and naturally generating compassion." The young girl nodded, contemplating the words of the Zen master. She felt the power deep within her and understood the importance of self-salvation. The Zen master continued, "There is one crucial aspect of self-salvation, admitting mistakes. Without admitting mistakes, there can be no self-salvation. Just like someone being sick, but refusing to acknowledge their illness or seek medical help, how can they recover? Therefore, the first step is to admit our own mistakes and recognize that we need help from others." The young girl pondered the words of the Zen master and understood that she needed to courageously face her own mistakes and seek help from others. With caution in her voice, the young girl asked, "Master, can you share a story of self-salvation?" The Zen master smiled gently and responded, "Young one, I understand your concerns. Long ago, I was also an anxious and confused young person, but I found the path of self-salvation. I learned to observe my inner self, understanding my thoughts and emotions." After thinking for a moment, the young girl said, "Master, observing one's inner self? What does that mean?" The Zen master smiled and gazed gently at her, explaining, "Just like sitting in a quiet room and observing the scenery outside the window, we can calmly observe our own thoughts and emotions. Through meditation and mindfulness, we can let go of past worries and future anxieties and focus on the present moment." After contemplating for a moment, the young girl asked, "So, what are the benefits of doing that?" The Zen master smiled, his gaze tender, and answered in a calm voice, "Through this introspection, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, becoming aware of our own greed, anger, and ignorance. We are no longer controlled by these negative emotions, but learn to respond to life's challenges with compassion and wisdom." The young girl pondered for a moment and then gathered her courage to ask, "Master, does that mean I can free myself from confusion and unease?" The Zen master smiled, his gaze tender, and encouraged her, saying, "The journey of self-salvation is not easy, but as time goes by, you will feel the inner transformation and the power of tranquility. This inner calmness allows you to better face difficulties and pressures in life, focusing on the present joy and gratitude." Gratefully, the young girl said, "Thank you so much for your answer, Master. I will strive to learn to observe my inner self and find inner peace and strength. The Zen master said, "Very well, young one. Everyone has their own path of self-salvation. As long as you are willing to observe your inner self and seek the light of wisdom, you will find true freedom and harmony." The young girl fell into deep thought, understanding the profound wisdom conveyed in the story. She asked Master, "Then how should we save ourselves when facing disasters?" The Zen master smiled and replied, "Everyone's situation is different, but there are some universal methods that can help us face disasters. Through spiritual practice and meditation, we can calm our minds and strengthen our inner resilience. At the same time, maintaining a compassionate heart and caring for others, offering help and support is crucial during challenging times." The young girl nodded, determined to apply the wisdom the Zen master had imparted to her in practical life. She felt the calmness and strength within her, knowing she had the ability to face any disaster. With an encouraging smile, the Zen master said, "Young one, remember, while the earth needs healing and society faces complex problems, it is even more important for each individual to be aware and save themselves. It is easy for a person to decay and fall, but it is more challenging for them to learn self-salvation. Therefore, you must be self-reliant and self-empowered, becoming a person who is free, kind, and wise through self-awareness and self-salvation." Thank you for being a part of this extraordinary video. I am confident that you have been bestowed with awe-inspiring revelations, igniting a fire of inspiration and boundless enthusiasm within you. As you bask in this newfound wisdom, why not spread its radiant light to your cherished friends? And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, ensuring that you stay connected to our future offerings. See you next time, my friends.